So as we mentioned earlier in the episode, we have our ReelTok Awards. This is something we've kind of wanted to do for a while. We have our amazing friend Tyler to credit for how our system is going to work. So I'm just going to throw it over to Tyler, explain the ReelTok Awards, explain the nominations, explain how everyone who's listening is going to be able to get involved in selecting our winners. Go for it, Tyler.
Yeah, so we came up with categories. I don't have the number on the top of my head, but probably about like 15 categories here of stuff that's, your staples, best picture, best director, best actor that you'll see in the Oscars, but also stuff that we added in that aren't in the Oscars that we think would be fun categories as well. And what I did the other day is I sent out a list of all of our awards to these three gentlemen here, as well as I filled it out myself. And I said, rank your top five. So you're giving 5 points to your number one in that category, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Compiled everyone's results because obviously we had a lot that overlapped, a lot that didn't. Added them all up and took the aggregate of for each category, and you'll hear what these nominees are when I go through them, of anywhere from about 5 to 8 in each category of what our official nominees are. So we got probably like 10-ish in each category, but we narrowed it down to like 5 to 8 range based on what got the most votes from us. And those will be our official ballot nominees that we're recording this on a Friday, but we're going to start pushing these out on Monday on Twitter, and we'll be mentioning it on all social medias for you to be able to go on a Google form and vote for who you want the winners in each category to be, and based on what nominees we've come up with, which I'm about to reveal. And the way the voting is going to work for who's going to actually win the award is that it's going to be 20% between us four and then the fans. So like we'll add up the votes from 20% of George's input, mine, Cam, and Seth's input, and then the fans will have equal like 20% input into what the actual award is going to be given to for these nominees. So that's kind of my explanation of how it went. I think we have some really solid nominees here for all these awards. And we'll see how much time, because like I said, I don't have much family stuff I'm doing this weekend. So we'll see how carried away I get this weekend with Photoshop. I might make some graphics that have like the nominees on there, but we'll post on social medias or something. But what you can 100% expect is on Twitter, and then we'll be mentioning it everywhere, is we'll be posting a link to the Google form that you all can have your input in as listeners of the ReelTok Podcast to influence who's going to win these awards. So I'm going to list them off now. And what I did basically is I narrowed it down based on what our actual nominees are. So I'll tell you who the honorable mentions are that were left off. So kind of like our version of the Oscars shortlist. But the way I'm reading these off for each award category is in alphabetical order. This is not in order of how much votes each got, because I don't want to influence you by saying like, oh, our most voted by us for best director is this. Like, it's just the nominees are in alphabetical order, so don't read too much into the order I list them off.
And quickly,
yes,
this is a ReelTok social media plug. So if you don't follow us on all of our socials, that's where we're going to post all of these links for you guys to be able to go and vote yourselves. Mm-hmm. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Follow us. ReelTok Podcast.
We hit 1,000 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Thank you.
So make sure you go follow us on all those. And like I said, we'll be posting these right when the episode drops on Monday. The Google form will be set up. And the next week, we will be announcing the awards. So we haven't really exactly discussed this, but probably we'll be filming ours next weekend. So the form will be available from like Monday of when you're listening to this until like probably Friday. You'll have times to go in and submit your votes to the Google form to be included. Are we ready to hear the nominees?
We haven't heard the
we stressed this earlier, but this was hard. Like it was so hard, man.
Harder than I thought it would be.
Very hard.
Excited to hear the nominees.
Very difficult, and it's tough because I just feel like not recency bias, but I feel like some pictures I saw earlier this year, I might be snubbing some actresses or actors because just you forget. We've seen so many films, but here we go. Our Best Picture nominees. I should have went in like a more build-up order, but whatever. We're going in the order of the sheet. Best Picture nominees: Aftersun, Banshees of Inisherin, Bones and All, Decision to Leave, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Batman, and The Quiet Girl. Those are our official nominees. Seth's got to be very happy with The Quiet Girl.
How many was
inclusion.
that? Was that 6?
That is 7.
Hey,
and
7.
The one here are 4 that got votes but were left off our official nominees. So these were on the short list but didn't make the cut. All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, On the Count of 3, and Triangle of Sadness. So those are our Best Picture nominees. We will roll right into Best Director. We have 5 beautiful nominees in this category. Charlotte Wells for Aftersun, Damien Chazelle for Babylon, Martin McDonagh for Banshees of Inisherin, Park Chan-wook for Decision to Leave, and the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once. So yeah, Damien Chazelle, ripped in there with a 5-pointer
so
for my
fun.
votes. So I gave him my number one billing because I freaking love Babylon, as we all know.
Number one. Okay.
Yep, the ones that got left off that made our short list were Edward Berger for All Quiet on the Western Front, Matt Reeves for The Batman, Ruben Östlund for Triangle of Sadness, S.S. Rajamouli for RRR, and Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans.
All right.
Now on to Best Actor. We have 6 nominees. It's kind of exciting because most of you don't even know what our official nominees are.
No,
We don't know any.
Yeah. Best Actor nominees: Austin Butler for Elvis, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Colin Farrell for Banshees of Inisherin, Diego Calva for Babylon, Park Hae-il for Decision to Leave, and Paul Mescal for After Sun.
Yeah. So was Diego Calva not a supporting? Was he like a main?
No, he's the main. He's the main.
Okay, I think he is the main. He is
That's fine. It doesn't matter. I was just wondering, as someone who
he's the main. Brad Pitt's supporting.
Okay.
And then the 2 that were left off from the short list were Daniel LaBelle for The Fabelmans and Felix Kammerer for All Quiet on the Western Front. Moving on to Best Actress, we have 6 official nominees. First up is Ana de Armas for Blonde. So Blonde is officially a ReelTok nominated movie.
Wow.
Kate Blanchett for
pointing at Cam. I don't know if you're.
Kate Blanchett for Tar, Jennifer Lawrence for Causeway, Maika Monroe for Watcher, Margot Robbie for Babylon, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. The ones who were left off of our shortlist were Florence Pugh, and this only got votes from Seth. I assume you meant Don't Worry Darling, but maybe The Wonder.
No, I think he meant The Wonder, I thought.
I think I meant The Wonder.
Okay, but this is a good note going forward, is tell me which freaking movies. These people are more
than
movie year people.
When I switched them around and I forgot to, I did actually do that.
But still, she's not nominated anyways. Sorry, Florence. Jessica Chastain, was that for The Good Nurse, Seth?
It was, I liked
Okay, I got that one. No, she was great in that. I just had to guess on some of these. Thank you guys for making me do that work. Mia Goth for Pearl. I think someone did specify that.
If I'd have seen that would have been in my top 5. I can guarantee. I'm surprised that isn't a nomination.
Taylor Russell for Bones and All, and Viola Davis for Woman King.
Taylor Russell.
Sorry, Seth. I know you were pulling for that one.
There's 3 of mine on there. Bloody hell.
Best Supporting Actor, we have 5 nominees on here. We have Barry Keoghan for Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway, Christopher Abbott for On the Count of 3, Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Ray Fiennes for The Menu. And the honorable mentions in that category are Brad Pitt for Babylon, Brendan Gleeson for Banshees of Inisherin, and Timothy Chalamet for Bones and All.
Seth, I'm gonna be honest. I had Brendan Gleeson on mine, and then I forget who I switched him out for. But
I was like Michael B. Jordan and Wakanda Forever or something like that.
No, actually, sorry, that's right.
Spoiler.
Yeah, come on, man. Chris Hemsworth was my number 1 for best actor. I'm shocked he didn't make the list. Come on, guys.
Who did you actually switch him out for?
I'm looking. Give me a sec. You continue. I'll tell you after.
Well, I have it right here. Cam's were. Well, he put Ray Fiennes at 1 for The Menu, so probably him.
Ray Fiennes.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
because I was watching that as I.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Ray Fiennes was great.
Now on to Best Supporting Actress, we have 6 lovely nominees here, which I think is this one's.
I think this was the most stacked one.
This is a stacked one.
Yeah.
We have Angela Bassett for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Dolly De Leon for Triangle of Sadness, Hong Chow for The Whale, Carrie Condon for Banshees of Inisherin, Stephanie Sue for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Tang Wei for Decision to Leave.
Oh, thank God! I knew that's what Seth was looking for.
I said I'm going in alphabetical order.
Yeah, my man doesn't understand alphabetical order.
If we didn't know
I was like, what?
The 3 that were left off, one of them hurts my heart because I thought Michelle Williams in The Fabelmans was amazing, but I was the only one who saw it. And then again, this one I feel like just kind of got snubbed because it's been so long since we've seen them. But I remember seeing this and thought all the performances were great. But we had 2 Women King left off with Lashana Lynch and Toussaint Beto, who I think we all agree the Women King was full of just amazing performances.
So George, I was back and I know you went Toussaint Beto, and I went back and forth on Lashana Lynch and her. And I think if we both would have selected the same one,
they would have absolutely been nominated if you would have picked the same one.
I went Lashana.
You know what? It's a
Lynch
stacked category. They keep your heads up, Toussaint and Lashana. Stacked category.
If you're listening.
Yeah, I'm sure they're listening to the ReelTok podcast.
Yeah,
they aren't anymore because they smashed their laptop when they heard they didn't make the official nominees.
True.
Next up, Best Cinematography. We have 6 nominees in this category. We have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, Banshees of Inisherin, Decision to Leave, The Batman, and The Northman.
It's throwing me off that you're counting the as T because I keep thinking you skipped the Batman.
Microsoft Excel is counting the T. It's
That's
not.
fair. That makes sense.
Was it just me that picked the Northman?
No one picked it but me, and I gave it the 5-pointer.
Oh, I'm on about a different category.
You're talking visuals.
Yeah.
I'm talking production.
Doesn't matter.
The three that were left off here was Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Swimmers, which I loved the cinematography of The Swimmers, and Top Gun Maverick. Now
it's kind of wild.
That was mine, but I had Top Gun Maverick, but it was like my 5th spot.
I'm fine with it for Everything Everywhere All at Once because I'm glad it's been included in all the other categories, and I feel like cinematography is the one that I would have had nominated everywhere else.
I think I had Everything Everywhere All at Once in probably every single category.
Yeah.
Maybe not score. Maybe not score. I don't remember. I did it last night and can't even remember.
Best visual effects. We have 5 nominees here. Avatar: The Way of Water has to be a strong favorite there. Everything Everywhere All at Once, another great contender. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Nope, and RRR has officially made it into the selection criteria.
I didn't make it, George.
Mad God, even though me and Seth both picked it.
You both picked it at a 1-pointer. And so Black Panther, Wakanda Forever left off, Mad God left off, and The Batman.
Have you two seen Mad God?
No, I'm going to watch it this week.
Cam will never watch Mad God.
Yeah, I mean, is it first off, is it available on an easy streaming?
Yes, it's on F2, baby. Perfect quality.
Yeah, so like I'm never gonna watch that movie unless it's ease of access for me.
It's on ease of access.
F2.
Yeah, I know.
All right, best score. 6 nominees in this category. All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, Banshees of Inisherin, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Decision to Leave, and The Batman. And the one that has been left off, only one, is Bones and All, which is a great score as well. Can't give them all nominations, folks.
I think that was me.
It's a tough category.
I gave Bones and All as well.
Was that?
Me and you both nominated it, but
I think that's the one. That's the one category I didn't have Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I didn't have Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No, none of us did. If it didn't get
those 6, completely fine. Yeah, 6 are perfect.
6 nominees for best foreign film. All Quiet on the Western.
I loved Cam's entry to this.
I haven't seen. I've seen 2.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Bardo.
Haven't seen it.
Decision to Leave. RRR. The Quiet Girl, and Vikram. The one that has been left off, I'm sorry, Seth, is Speak No Evil, and that is the only one that didn't make the cut.
George, have you seen that yet?
I haven't.
Okay, yeah.
I'm happy Vikram got into that.
I haven't seen that, to be fair.
The broadest category by far, where we have 11 different entries, not all nominees, but that's how many votes I can pile up for this. We have his best animated film that we're going over now. There's 6 official nominees. We have Apollo 10.5, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Mad God, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and The Sea Beast.
Oh, thank Christ, Guardians of the Galaxy didn't get nominated.
Well, that's not an animated film.
It's not animated.
What? Oh, sorry. My mind was on
You're thinking comic book.
That's next. That's next.
Also, I'm pretty confident it might.
The ones that were left off of Best Animated Film are Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers,
I put that on mine.
Intergalactic.
I give it a 2.5.
Intergalactic. Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio that Seth had to put on there. Turning Red and Wendell and Wild.
Rip Turning Red.
I'm surprised that Intergalactic didn't get it. I thought you guys liked that film. I'm surprised.
I did, but I think it was a solid year for animation.
It was, man. It's good.
Yeah, maybe I should watch more, to be fair.
Best comic book movie, there are 5 nominees. First nominee is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Fine.
Then we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Then we have The Batman, Werewolf by Night, and Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
That was not in alphabetical.
Nope, because I wanted to build suspense for that one.
I know. I knew it was going to be on there. It was my third.
DC League of Super Pets snubbed.
I would rather have the online.
George, you and I are the only ones who voted for that one, which somehow didn't get any votes for animated film. But
it would have been 5th on mine, so it doesn't affect it too much.
So DC League of Super Pets received votes, and receiving 1 vote was Black Adam.
Who voted for
Who
that?
voted?
Seth.
Me.
Seth.
No, me.
You did?
Oh, really?
Wait, so
You saw that?
That's
Seth.
how bad it is. I only
Yeah.
put 4 films down. Black
Forgot
Adam
it was
wasn't on.
That's
I
your
have-
5th of the year.
Yeah, I have Black
Well-
Adam ahead of Thor: Love and Thunder,
Yuck.
but I hated
Okay.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, that's fine.
Best
Interesting.
horror movie. We have 7 nominees in this category. We have
I
10
struggled
overall
with
movies.
It's a great year for horror.
Yeah, a lot of these blend the genres, between horror and other stuff, but that's okay. That's our award show. The nominees for Best Horror Film are Bones and All, Fresh, Mad God, Nope, The Black Phone, The Menu, and Watcher. The 3 that
I
did
need
not
to
make
see
it. The 3 that did not make it were Barbarian, Pearl, and X. A double snub for Mia Goth.
Yeah.
Tough.
That's surprising that Pearl didn't get in. It's
This
got
is
such good
the last
reviews.
one I can listen to, fellas, and then I gotta hop.
Sounds good. Funniest movie of the year. We have 8 nominees here. Banshees of Inisherin, Bodies, 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 Bullet Train, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, The Menu, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Triangle of Sadness, and Violent Night. The 2 that were left off were DC League of Super Pets and I Want You Back. And that
What's
is
I
this
Want
week's
You
movie.
Back?
It's a Amazon Prime rom-com. It's a good movie. I gotta go. Do you want me to not mess up the space? You just want me to turn off my camera and you leave me there?
You can leave if you want.
Okay. I didn't know if it would mess up like your little design.
Yeah.
I thought,
That's when you come in. That's when you duplicate yourself. That's it.
and when I leave, I'll see you guys.
All
Always
right,
a
peace
pleasure.
out.
Bye.
All right, we have a couple more nominees to go through here, and that is next up, Best Screenplay. So we didn't do a differentiation between adapted or original. I feel like they can just all be combined into one for this purpose, and that's what we did. And we have 5 nominees here: After Sun, Banshees of Inisherin, Decision to Leave, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and on the count of 3, The Batman and the Quiet Girl were left off.
Wow. On the count of 3, really interesting.
We have two awards left, and I realized I wish I could have done stats on the most nominated one, which I'll do after this, but I think Banshees has to be one of our most nominated films here. Best Production Design: All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Northman. And the ones that were left off for Best Production Design were Banshees of Inisherin, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and Top Gun Maverick.
I think I had the Northman quite high on this one. I loved the production design.
You had it at 5, yeah, you had it at the highest one. And the last
5 points.
right, 5 points. Yep, which I did as well. The final award is Best TV Show, which we totally did not throw together at the last second. We thought long and hard. And there's 8 nominees here: Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1, Better Call Saul, Blackbird, House of the Dragon, Peacemaker, Severance, The Bear, and The Boys are all of our nominees for Best TV Show of the Year. There you have it, folks. All of our nominees for all of our awards. I think we did. It was hard work, but we did a great job. I'm proud of our nominees selection we got for all these awards.
It was so much tougher to put together than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it was definitely challenging to put together, but we'll send these out on Monday on social medias, so you can all put in your votes for that as well, so you can help us pick who the winners are going to be. And this is exciting because now the slate's clean. So like I said earlier, I had them all rank them to me like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But the slate's completely clean now. You can vote for, just because you put After Sun as your number 1 best picture doesn't mean you guys have to vote for that. I'll send out the ballot to you guys as well, and you'll send me a fresh ballot with your winners. So yeah, that's all I have for that. So I'll kick it over to George now.
We'll wrap up the episode there. Tyler, brilliant job going through all of that. And again, follow us on all of our social medias. That is where we're going to start posting the link for you guys to go and vote. We want to get you guys as involved as possible. We want as many of you guys to vote on these as much as possible. So make sure you're following us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Also subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us a follow on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Rate us 5 stars, all of the above. We absolutely love when you guys shout us out on Twitter and post us to your stories. And even make TikTok videos about us. It's hilarious. We absolutely love it. We adore your support. We'll wrap it up there.